Hey YouTube, how's it going? Now for this week's video, being as it's going to be some time before I can take you racing for real at the Nürburgring, I thought I'm going to take you guys on a virtual lap of the Nürburgring. But even better than that, because this year I'm going to be racing in the 24-hour race, I thought, yeah, let's make it really hard and let's do it at night time. So I'm going to do this, but I'm not going to shoot it quite this second because doing this at night time, when there's no other light in the room, from your point of view, you're just going to see the screen. So it's not going to make a huge difference. But I found that this just makes the whole experience a lot more atmospheric, and you'll see it's pretty amazing what they've done in the game here because you see all of the things on the track side. So the Nürburgring 24-hour race is very, very well known for the fact that the fans and spectators who go to this race are like some of the most hardcore party animal people that you're going to find in motorsport. And they build these huge structures, these huge kind of I don't know, it's like something out of Mad Max basically, and it's all lit up. And the first time I drove a lap at night in the game, I was really impressed by what the developers have done to actually build this into the whole environment of the game. It feels really, really special. So to give you an idea, this is going to be a 25-kilometer lap. This is the 24-hour configuration of the Nürburgring Grand Prix circuit combined with the Nordschleife together. Now the Nordschleife itself, when you drive it in the game, you get some impression, but you don't get the full impression of when you drive it in reality in terms of the up and down, because in reality it's something like 300 meters of elevation change from the highest point at Hoacht to the lowest point at, I'm not sure where that is exactly, but anyway, you get my point. It's a bit like a roller coaster. This is it basically. This is what I've been learning for the last 5 or 6 months. So as you can see, there's quite a lot of it. This is the GP track. This is the Nordschleife. So I'm going to be doing this in a BMW GT4 car. It's not the exact car that I'm racing in real life. It's the car you can see behind me. Big thank you to Drew P Designs who did the full livery onto the car in Gran Turismo. So it's the closest thing to the M240 that I'm going to be driving in real life. It's pretty close. It looks awesome. It's fun to drive. So that's all there is to it. I'm going to shut up and strap in and join me for a nighttime lap of the Nürburgring 24-hour course. So here we go, we're starting a lap coming down the main straight, and at this point we're going to be looking for our braking marker and also the white line for the pit exit. Using that as a guide, braking down to second gear here, turning in, and then straight away we're tight back on ourselves, first gear for this very tight corner, using all the track to run out wide and down to this first set of corners, whose name I can't remember. Important here not to be too greedy on the exit. I actually took this quite slow by mistake, but yeah, important to maximise your entry into this second corner to get a good run down to the Dunlop care. So all the way down to fifth gear, braking here at the start of the curb, down to second, turning in, rolling the speed in, and then trying to carry as much speed as you can out up the hill, run some curb, and then flat through the Michael Schumacher S's here. I've got to say in advance, this wasn't the perfect lap, but it wasn't the worst, but it wasn't the best. Braking hard here and take all of this curb, and then get the car back over to the left. Small dab on the brake to get the car turned in, and again get a good exit all the way down here. Run the curb. So you get a good fast run up this long straight leading up to the NGK chicane, or NGK as people say in German. Braking here down to fourth, sending it through the chicane, and now we're leaving the GP track and we're onto the famous Nordschleife, the green hell. Turning in here, don't actually hit that curb in real life, watch the wall, and we're into Hatzenbach. So powering out of Hatzenbach, down your middle of the road here, car over to the left, and then small lift on the way in, turn in, run the curb, the car over to the left, tight left. There's a bump here in real life that throws you out to the right, and then in here, out to the left, and then back over to the right, turning the car in. You want to run a bit of curb here on the right hand side, all the way through Hatzenbach, down to Hoheiken. Around Hoheiken, important here to get a good exit, set the car up. You don't want to hit the curb there in real life, get a bit wayward. But get a good exit all the way down back through Backhoe, over the bridge, over floodplats, and back on the power around here. And now we're going to run close to the curb on the left, through the gears, 7 gears in this car, 6 gears in the real car, and on the way down to Schwedenkreuz, middle of the track here, and then drifting out to the right, brake down a gear, and then power around Schwedenkreuz. It's important to get on the power, and now braking hard for Arenberg. This is 4th gear in the real car. I only just made it here, but I think I went down to 3rd. Some of the gears here obviously don't correspond to gears I take in real life, and now we're down. And now we're running down to the foxhole. So it's very bumpy down here, can be very tricky because the car gets skittish in the wet. Over to the right a little bit to then turn in and get a good track position. Run a load of the curb on the way in here. Down to 3rd gear now, you brake in a straight line. There's a yellow mark there on the railing in real life. And then get a good exit here at Hoacht. Down to Metzgerfeld. And so we're trying to keep the car fairly straight here, now braking in a straight line, and power around this corner, and turn in here, and powering down to Callenhard. Now from here on the track's been resurfaced, so there's a lot of grip here, you can really lean on the car. It's very downhill here, you get a lot of grip out of that corner. Through the pith path, which is just really a small lift, and then power through, down to miss, hit, miss. Small break here. This is actually miss, miss, hit. You want to run the inside curb on the last corner, or run close to the curb and avoid the bump on the outside, down to Veersifen. Now this is the slowest part of the track here. Important to get the car turned in, rotated there, and get a good exit all the way down to Breitscheid. And then Breitscheid, we're looking for the curb here, end of the curb where we brake. And important not to run into the wall there, because that can go very badly. Carry as much speed as you can through Exmuller. There's a real gradient there, so you can carry a lot of speed. And now powering down to Niki Lauda Memorial Corner. This is very easy to take flat in the sim, but in real life it's not so straightforward. Down to Bergwerk. I think I braked a little bit early here and turned in a bit too early too. Now we want to run the white line all the way around here. Hug the white line because we turn the track into turn this corner into a slightly shorter arc, and now letting the car drift out again flat around here. We're running down through Kesselchen now, really going fast in real life. It's very easy to want to lift off slightly, but you've got to keep your foot on the gas all the way down to Mutt Curve, which just means Courage Corner here. Tap on the brake, turn in, and let the car run all the way out to the right hand side. Before turning in for Klostertal. We go middle, outside, then in, and running down to Steilstrecke. This is 3rd gear in real life, but I think I might go down to 2nd here. Yeah, here you have to keep it down to 2nd. It's hard to keep the power around in 3rd. And now we're powering up to the famous carousel, where we drop down to 2nd. There's a toilet, porta cabin toilet there in real life that uses marker. And now powering out of the carousel, up to Hoacht. This is the highest part of the course. The car turned in well here. I think I missed the apex on the way in here. No, not too bad actually. Up through Hoacht and through Hedwigshoek. And now we're powering down to Wipperman. Slight lift here, turn in. Power around, let the car come out, and then we want to run a bit of curb there on the inside and miss the curb through S-back. Round here we let the car drift out. There's a bump that pushes you about wide there in real life, not quite that wide, you don't want to go that wide. And now we're down into Brunchen, the famous YouTube corner. Important to run out left there and then turn in, use the curb on the left hand side here and then turn in again. This is where everybody crashes on YouTube at Brunchen. And now we're running down to Ice Curve, very slippery part of the course. And we want to run a bit of curb on the exit of Ice Curve. And now we're down to Plansgarden 1. And this is flat down here, and then possibly a bit of brake here. And then turning in, power around here. And now into Plansgarden 2. Running a Bit of curb there, and this is flat all the way down here. Flat, 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 flat through the Baylor fesses. Don't want to run that much curb in real life. Try and keep off that curb as well because it can give you a flat. And now turning in through Sprunghogel. Again, in here, don't go too wide, getting a little bit wayward. And into Klein's Carousel. Important here, you want to not do what I just did there. You want to keep it tight on the inside because otherwise you go out wide and it upsets the car and you end up putting on a bit of lock. Into Galgenkopf, small brake, let the car run out wide, and now we want to get back hard on the gas because you're going to carry this speed all the way out of Galgenkopf right down the Dotting home straight. So very important to get a good exit from Galgenkopf. And now running down the Dotting home straight, beautiful view of the castle there lit up. This is where you might have a drink, radio through to the pits, have a bit of a relax, stretch your fingers before turning into Andreasbrücke, where we're going to give it full throttle through here, and then we're going to brake in the dip. So brake here, back off, accelerate, up through into Tiergarten, brake again now, down into fourth, use all the track there, and now run some of that curb, and now we're back onto the straight, full power around that corner. We're about to complete a full lap in just under 9 minutes. Not bad. I think I can probably knock a little bit off that. I hope you guys have enjoyed that. If this video was fun for you, you can see a much longer extended version in daylight on my Patreon channel. So there's a link in the description and you can find out all about how to become a patron and the kind of benefits that you get from being a patron. It's pretty awesome. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed that. As you can see, it's pretty intense. I mean, the game gives you a good impression of what it's going to be like in terms of the visuals and the amount of visibility you're going to have. Obviously we're doing this in perfect dry conditions, so if you throw in some rain and some fog, yeah, you can imagine it's going to be pretty tough. Joking aside, it's a big challenge to be racing there this season, and I'm pretty excited, but I'm also, yeah, there's quite a bit of nerves, but thankfully I'm going to get to race on the real course in the dry first and build up some really good track knowledge. I'm really looking forward to starting streaming some of my races soon. There's been a little bit of a delay in terms of getting to this point, partly because there's been one hurdle after another in terms of setting up the streaming. This has really just been a bit of a learning curve for me. Every time I get to one point, I'm like, yes, this is it, it's all sorted. There's something else to have to learn. So the latest thing is using the headset. I've got this really awesome headset from Thrustmaster. It's a 350 CPX. Sound on it is fantastic. It's super comfy. One of the reasons I really want to use it is because of the microphone, because I want you guys to hear me clearly while I'm talking. The latest problem I've had has been setting up all the audio, because I want my videos to be really good quality. I want you to watch them. I want good quality sound, good resolution, good Wi-Fi, good graphics and everything. I want you to enjoy them. And the problem I discovered is that when you're routing the headset into the Apple, the headphone input port on an Apple doesn't register a microphone. So what I've had to do, and this has just literally arrived in the post today from Amazon, thank God Amazon, is buy one of these. So this is an adapter. The headset comes with this these two ports. On a PC these would plug in directly, but on a Mac you can't do that. So apparently what you have to do is run them into a USB adapter, which I'm going to try and plug into my Mac tonight, and hopefully, fingers crossed, it's all going to work. And then I'm all set and I can start streaming my races live, which is going to be really exciting. I want to get you guys to join in, commenting, and ultimately just watching me race. It's going to be really fun. So stay tuned for that soon. And I've also got some really, really exciting announcements coming in terms of other esports activity that I'm going to be doing. I can't talk about it at the moment because it's top secret, but rest assured it's going to be worth the wait, guys. So as always, guys, please share my videos, please comment in the box, please subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you all at 8 AM next Wednesday. Stay safe, stay strong, and keep on sim racing. Bye, guys.